Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing today? This is Yusuf Chowdhury from San Antonio, Texas. It is 9:11 p.m. Central Time. And hey, Nancy, what's going on? And today's subject going to be, how can I make my content great again? Yeah, that's kind of interesting title right there. Hey, Mary, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Shoot in the Dark essay. What's going on, my brother? How you doing, man? All right, so let's go and start and talk about this subject of how to basically make your content work for you, how to make the content provide some sort of value for your ideal audience, for your target audience, and how can you provide that same value and eventually build that trust with your ideal audience. Let's see. Buffman, thank you for tuning in. How you doing? Thank you so much. So that's going to be tonight's subject on how to make the content great, right? So there are a few things we had to look into and talk about some of the stuff that you have to do in order to make your content work for you, right? Well, first of all, let's go ahead and define. Hey, Rose, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and define and understand. Hey, Donald, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Define and find out when we say content, like what do we mean by that, right? When we say content, like what do we exactly mean by that? You know what I mean? What is the content for you guys? When I bring this subject, content, everyone talks about, create content. What is the content about? What it should be about, right? So that's the first question, really. What is the content? I mean, the content can be a type of information. It can be a tutorial. It can be something where your ideal customers are asking tons of questions and you're providing answers to those questions, right? These can be considered content. A content that something that can benefit your ideal audience, something that you can educate them so they can understand you're the expert in your area, right? Now, on the other hand, you also have something called types of content format. What kind of content format out there? You have the live streaming content, you have the YouTube videos or video content, infographic type of content, blog, social media posts. So these are considered a format or type of content, right? So the first thing is, for any businesses, if you really want to build your online presence, your visibility online, if you want to build that trust factor, the expertise level, I mean, you do have to provide something that your customers are already looking for it, right? So a lot of time when an ideal customer go to the search to look for information, they typically ask questions, or when they use Google Home or Alexa or any type of voice device, they ask questions to look for answers. You know what I mean? So what you have to do, you have to be that solution provider for your customers' need. So I'm going to share with you some of the tools that you can use to basically do some type of research to find out exactly what kind of blog posts, what kind of podcast, what kind of YouTube video, what kind of live streaming, or any kind of social media format type of content that you're going to provide out there. Right? The first thing is we have to find out what is exactly our audience are looking for. So if you're a yoga instructor, what are they searching? Are they searching for classes, sessions, types, prices, right? So what are they looking for that you can somehow use their concerns, their challenges, their problems that they're facing? How can you provide an alternative solution for that? Okay? So the first thing is, and the most important one, is to research and find out what are they searching when they go online, because it might be a little bit challenging for you to come with an interesting title or an interesting subject. So I'm going to share with you one of my favorite tool out here. I've been using this almost for a few years. Answer the Public. Okay, Answer the Public. Hey Wendy, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Answer the Public. So I'm going to use Answer the Public. Let's see. Let me share the link with you. 1 second. Give me a few minutes here. I'm going to share this link with you. I want you to check it out. So the cool thing about Answer the Public, so what it does, first thing, it is connected to the Google's database when it comes to, like, you know, search terminologies and whatnot. Yes, Rose, ebook can also be considered content, and if you have tons of ebooks, you can actually submit them to an ebook directory site. The headline, the title also matters. Is LinkedIn for businesses, or is it just for job seekers and individual networking? That's a good question, Brofman. The link, let's see, is it linked for businesses, or is just for job seekers and individual networking? I mean, here's the thing: when you build your presence online, so let's say, for example, if you use LinkedIn, if you provide a lot of material content in LinkedIn, let's say if you are a network engineer and you're writing this blog material on LinkedIn about the do's and don'ts and the strategies, the technologies, and what needs to be used and whatnot, sure, you can write those materials, those content, and so the companies that can look at your material, they can hire you for sure. I mean, you can get for job seekers, I would say, you know, for them nowadays with the technology, I think they should provide more educational stuff or materials or content, because that's how you're going to build a trust from the companies that want to hire you. Now, for businesses who are looking for clients, we can also use content to get those clients. So that was an excellent question from YouTube, Brofman. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Okay, Michelle Hayward. Hi, Yusuf. What's going on, Michelle? Good to see you. Wendy, how are you? You still owe me that steak. Anyway, so the first link I recommend is called Answer the Public. Let me go ahead and post it here for you guys. Let me also post it. 1 second. So the cool thing about Answer the Public, I'm highly recommending this tool for anybody that wants to, you know, do some research, write some material that your audience are looking for, is to use Answer the Public. Check it out. So in Answer the Public, LinkedIn is awesome. Yes, LinkedIn is amazing if it's used correctly. Any social platform, if it's used strategically and correctly, it can definitely bring you excellent result. So the thing with the Answer the Public, again, if we take the example of the yoga instructor, you can go to Answer the Public, type yoga. If you're a network engineering, you can type, you know, I'm a network engineer, a dentist, whatever, surgeon, attorney, and so forth. You type one word, and Answer the Public will show you the most popular questions that the ideal audience were looking for on Google. Okay, you owe me the steak. You go with dementia, right? Okay, maybe. So if you use that tool, it will show you all these popular questions that start from how, why, what, when, where, and it goes through a lot of detailed popular question based on these niches, right? So you can look at the questions, and when you click on them, it will take you to the Google search. Then it will show you what kind of results showed up. This is very important because you can study right now, are these questions bringing something that I can provide as an answer? Are there any content or website or any businesses similar to mine that's popping up for these questions? So this is very good because now you're not assuming the title, because one of the elements of having your audience be attracted to your content, it's the title or the subject of the content, right? So these question-based content are so beneficial because now you know what your customer is asking for. And secondly, you can use this question to create a frequently asked question page on your website. You can basically dump a lot of amazing, valuable questions with answers on your website. So eventually, the frequently asked question page can be used on the Google Home or Alexa. Okay, when people ask those questions, there's a chance that your answers are probably going to be, used on Google Home or Google Search Console. Make sense? So definitely use this awesome tool, because right now you don't have any excuse to tell me that I don't know what to write about or I don't know what to talk about, because you have this awesome resource tool to help you to come with the content that your audience were already looking for. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope that makes sense. So check it out. It is not free. The first time you use it, it will give you tons of information. If you try again, it might ask you to try it the next day, so you can try it the next day. Okay, but if you do want to pay for it, it's kind of a little bit pricey. We usually pay like $100 a month to use the tool, but for you, you can use the free version temporarily and basically download all those questions, and then you can go back and check and see what kind of content and materials are showing up. You know what I mean? Mr. Munoz, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Fabian, good to see you, brother. Hey, Dennis, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. All right. Good stuff, sir. Thank you. It's always good to hear you or see you. All right, so that's what the answer, the public. So what? You're going to come with an interesting question or interesting headline or interesting title. You're not assuming it. You did the research and you find out what your target audience were looking for. The other tool, it's called, let's see. The other tool is called the Tweak Your Biz. This is basically just a suggestion tool that can help you to come up with different title. It's not as powerful as the Answer the Public, because Answer the Public, these are the actual questions that your audience are asking. But in Tweak Your Biz, it's another way to basically give you some ideas on how to come up with an interesting title or headline for your content. So check out Tweak Your Biz. Let me go ahead and post that for you guys right here. Tweak Your Biz. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add the Answer the Public. Let me go ahead and put it in Periscope. One second. In Periscope. Okay, that came up, but what happened to the tweak? Okay, it came up right there. All right, cool. Just making sure. All right, so Tweak Your Biz, answerthepublic.com. Come up with an interesting headline or title, because that will attract your audience, especially if you're writing a blog post. Okay, because usually I'm talking about the blog content, then we can talk about video and social media posts later, but let's focus on the text format of the content, which is the blog, right, for your website, because you do want the customer to come back to your website. And one of the benefit, or one of the search engine optimization technique when it comes to like off-site SEO, is to write good material, whether on an external site like LinkedIn or Medium or any other high-ranking site, pointing back to the website, or you can write this material on your website on a weekly basis. So the more amazing content you type, then basically what's going to happen, Google Spider or the bot going to find those content, will re-index them, and it will bring new traffic, new visibility, and that's how you're going to get targeted audience that are going to enjoy the content, and they're going to share it, and from there you can slowly build the trust. Okay, so that's the thing. The title really matters. The second thing on the content itself, if you are going to do a blog post, my recommendation is do not write anything less than 300 words. The more content, very organized with headers and basically well-organized material with the proper relevant images, and a call to action button on the bottom that says, if you like this material, go ahead and share it in several social channels. Make sure you also have a comment section box for some of the audience to interact and engage with you. Make sense? And once you do that, you just have to stay consistent. So this is basically on the text-based or the blog-based content, right? When it comes to social media, Same thing. If people are asking this question, you can use the same questions and use those links that you found them through Google based on the answerthepublic.com, and you can share this content, or you can just use the same exact question and tweak them, Facebook them, or use Canva to create some type of amazing image-based post with cool images, like on Twitter or on Instagram or on whatnot, with these questions. And this is how you can not necessarily make, but this is how you can generate or basically entice or make your audience be interested to answer this question. Imagine if these are the popular question, you're going to use it and you post on social media, and now people are going to answer that, or they're going to engage with you. Does that make sense? Ad Woos, thank you for tuning in. How you doing? When it comes to video, same thing. If you are going to create YouTube videos specifically just to upload videos, you can use these two tools. Beside the two tools, which is answerthepublic.com and Tweak Your Biz, you can also use keywordtool.io. This is mainly for YouTube videos, because if you want to find out what kind of questions people are asking within the YouTube for your niche, so if you do like a yoga videos, you can go to this tool. It is not free, but the first 10 result is free, so you can see the first 10 result, what kind of question people ask. And the tool also does search, not just for YouTube, but it will also give an option to tell you what kind of questions and keywords are popular within YouTube, Bing, Amazon, eBay, Instagram, and Twitter. So check out keywordtool.io. Dana, what's going on? Yo. Hey, you did a good Facebook Live. I shared it in my Facebook page. Good stuff. Glad to see you back doing some online live streaming videos. For those that need some help with video productions, amazing video production, check out Dana D. Hoyas. Did I butcher your name? Hey, Noor, assalamu alaikum. How are you, sister? Check out her company, Stella House Production. She does Facebook Live, talks about mainly videos, how to use videos to get customers be attracted, or get that target audience come to you through the video and convert because of the video. Okay, so Dana, go ahead and put your website or your Facebook page so people can connect on your business page and also on your Facebook. Okay, now, so this tool, let me go ahead and share it. Keywordtool.io is an interesting tool. It can help you to find out what kind of popular question people ask in the niche of yoga, for example. So this is another tool you can use, because everything you put out there, try to do a little bit of research before you post it. Okay, so let me go and share the link right here. All right, how are folks on YouTube doing? We got Periscopers, a couple of folks on YouTube. Awesome. So Brofman from YouTube, let me know if I was able to answer your question. Okay, I'll say your question. Hopefully I was able to answer it. If not, ask me again. Michelle Hayward, are you still using Ecom or Restream? Excellent question, Michelle. I'm actually using Ecom, but I'm also utilizing Restream because Ecom doesn't have the option to multicast. You have to use one of the options is use Restream from Ecom. I like this setup. I like the software. I mean, I can move my videos anywhere. I can do split screen. I can invite guests through Skype. I can have 4 screens on Ecom. I can connect it to an actual digital camera or video camera like DLSR. What else I can do? I can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Right now, I can see all the comment in one box. I'm moving the box left and right. I can see all the comment from Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook. I don't have the option to reply from the box yet. So Ecom comes with a lot of cool features. So what I'm doing, I'm testing the Restream Ecom. Next week, I'm going to test possibly, I think StreamYard or YardStream, and also Switchboard.live. I'm just going to test these. I'm going to pick one that fit what I want to do with it. I'm going to just pick one what I want to do with it, because a lot of these cool stuff that comes with all these tools, they are great, but there are things that I might not need. The thing with the Ecom, it only works on it only works on Mac. Now, one of the cool live streaming channel that I follow, it's called the Live Streaming Pros. That's a very, very good channel. And what's her name? I think Lori. She basically today when she was live streaming. It's so super amazing because they use really high speed internet, plus like the video was super crisp. I mean, it's like 4K. Okay, so she was talking about the multi streaming and she gave a couple of tips. So if you get a chance, check out her video. Let me see if I can pull it up. She has some good points in her advice, but so I took some of her advice and some of them I didn't. You know, but let me show you one video that she made about multi-stream. She had a lot of interesting points there, but me, you know me, I just keep testing it and I want to spam the internet with my face, you know what I mean? So let me find that video for you so you can check it out. So where did it go? No, not this one. Live stream. Multi. So she made this. Oh, here we go. I'm going to share this right here real quick. You can check it out. When you get a chance, check out this video. It's only probably like 8 minutes. So Michelle, here we go. Check out this video. She talked about the pros and cons of multi-streaming. Michelle says, Janice, aka Jim Shore, says hi. Oh, how is she doing? Send her my hi. Okay, tell her I said hi too. Have you come to? I've used Restream and StreamYard together. Okay. Also, you can use StreamYard with Restream, or use the Ecom with the StreamYard. Yeah, I want to check out that video with the StreamYard. You can use the embed code to live stream on your YouTube. Interesting. You see, what I'm basically looking for, Michelle, is basically the same way I'm used to do the Periscope Live and the Facebook Live. I just want my material to be in more than one platform for now. That's it. Yeah, I am spamming all the live streaming channels. You know what I mean? So I'm taking the risk of basically shooting myself in the foot. So what I need typically, if I'm going to go live on multiple channels, I need the chat box so I can see everybody's comment and answer those comments for them. So I don't have to go to, I don't have to open multiple browsers. Right now, in order for me to comment, because in my Ecom, I don't have the option to comment from within the Ecom. I believe Restream has that option. If you comment on the chat box on Restream, and it's supposed to send that same question on all the multiple channels, but for some reason it did not work on mine. So I'm not sure why. Hey Holly, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. So that's what I need. Okay, so Michelle said, I use Restream with the StreamYard. It was how I could bring on a guest onto LinkedIn Live at first. Then StreamYard was able to stream on LinkedIn. Okay, I'm glad that you're doing on LinkedIn, because I did not get the permission. I did submit. I got the email saying that they're going to look into it, but do you still have the link for the form, or do you know anybody in LinkedIn that can help me get this approved? Because I've been trying to get this approval since last year, but I haven't got it yet. You know what I mean? So, because right now for all the channels, I have to like go to those channels, and if I'm going to share a link, I want to post it. Mrs. So Sick, thank you for joining. I hope you're not sick, but thank you for tuning in. We're just basically talking about how to make the content great again. So if you have any question about content, let me know, because I'm actually almost done. I think I've shared most of the tips about some of the tools. Title has to be interesting. The words cannot be less than 300. The more content you type, the better, because the search engine can find all these search terms within your content. So the more content you put, the more discoverability and the more indexing and the more traffic that's going to hit your site eventually. Make sure you have some type of sharing, social sharing buttons in a comment box. And of course, that particular page or that particular blog page has to be properly SEO optimized as well. When it comes to the social and the videos, I talked about using different tools for the YouTube videos. For the social, if you can use Canva and ask interesting questions to entice the audience, that's one. But even if you want to focus too much on YouTube, try to use this awesome Chrome extension called TubeBuddy, because what TubeBuddy can do, it can also help you to find out popular tags within your niche, or you can look at other popular videos and see how they're doing and find out what's their tags, so you can take their tags and use it on your own videos, because those tags can help you get some exposure and some traffic. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Doc Own Show, what's going on, Doc? I haven't seen him for a while. Good to see you. Good to thank you for tuning in. There you go, TubeBuddy. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and comment. I'll message you. It took me a few months to get. Yeah, oh my God, it took a few months. Yeah, help me if you can find me some sort of hookup to get that approval. That'd be great, because I really want to go live on LinkedIn as well. I've been just sharing typical content, but I want to just focus on live more beside the typical image and content material that I share on my social channels. So Donald said, I've seen a 20% increase in web traffic by posting daily on Instagram. Interesting. Content ranges from still images to motion graphics. Awesome, and congratulations, Donald. That is so awesome, bro. Doc says, welcome back. Likewise, Doc. I started a test with Instagram only at the beginning of this year. Awesome. Yeah, because my team, we also, in my Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram, I don't know if Pinterest is still working, even LinkedIn and Facebook, we do share daily content. And sometimes if you don't get anything because there's some issue with the buffer app, that they have to go back and keep tweaking it and fixing it. But yeah, same thing here, because I've been posting content for years beside the live streaming. I do get some, believe it or not, I do get leads because of live streaming, even after the live streaming is off, or when people watch the replay. And also some of these material that I share, like third-party content or images, same thing. So that's pretty good, man. I'm glad that you are getting some increase on website traffic just because doing that consistently. That's very good, man. I'm so proud of you, man. Michelle said, I don't have a hookup. Okay. All right. I wish you did. But if you can share that link again, let me know, because I want to contact them again and see if they can give me that access. But tell me, Michelle, why did you use, again, the StreamYard and Restream? Because I think both are the same, right? I mean, both are web-based. So right now I'm just going to spend the whole, this week, I'm testing the e-com. Next week I'm going to test. So every week I'm going to test different live streaming while I'm doing the live and providing the value at the same time. You know what I mean? But I haven't made my decision yet which live streaming platform I'm going to go with. But I'll continue to provide value as usual. Eddie, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Okay, first off, loser, you need more mustard. What kind of mustard? Okay, if it's organic, if it's handmade, one of those cheap one. Eddie Perkins, thank you for your kind words. All right. So yes, if you can tell me exactly what's the reason behind the Yard Stream and the Restream, because I'm right now trying to test the Ecom, which is the application for what you call it, for Mac. So far, I like the configuration of it. It's so easy to use. I don't see it being crashing, anything like that. Okay, so let's see. LinkedIn approved Restream for LinkedIn Live before it approved Stream. Oh, come on a second. LinkedIn approved Restream for LinkedIn Live before it approved StreamYard. Plus, I purchased Restream on AppSumo. Oh, okay. So you got that deal. That's awesome. Because I know Restream is like you have to pay monthly, but you got that deal, so that's pretty cool. Do AppSumo still have the offer? Do AppSumo still have the same offer? If not, I can probably check it out. Let's see here. Because, okay, there you go. Let's see, what's the question here, Mr. Munoz? What's the question here? Hey, Otis, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. But you see, how did LinkedIn approve for Restream? Because the thing with the LinkedIn, my streaming doesn't work at all. You know what I mean? My streaming doesn't work at all. That's the problem with LinkedIn. So it won't matter whether if I use Restream.io or if I use the Outstream. It just doesn't work with it. That's a problem. The Restream offer was 6 to 8 months. It may come back one day. Okay, that's good. That's very good. What is it, Doc? Take those two picks off the pillar behind you. Which pick? Oh, you mean that big what is it? Paper clip? That's what Doc is saying from Periscope. Thank you for the hearts on Periscope. Really appreciate it, folks. Thank you for these questions. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, do y'all have any more questions? Any more questions? All right, it is 9:42 p.m. Central Time. So if you have any question about how to make the content great again, okay, how to make the content great again, let me know. And don't forget to go back and check some of these resources that I shared. They're super helpful to help you come up with something very interesting and with the research and write the material so you can attract your target audience. Remember, these questions are very helpful when it comes to, like, providing the solution. Tina, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Yusuf, how you doing? I'm doing great, Tina. How are you? How's life? How you doing? Got any question on content? How to make the content great again? Doesn't look like paper clips. I don't know what you're talking about, man. What paper? Doc, what you looking at? Wendy, yes, we all need to make the content great again. Okay. Yep. Incredible. Tina said incredible. That's awesome. It's good to hear that. So do y'all have any question about content research, content optimization? If you have a content that you want me to look at and give you some feedback, whether it's social media content or video content or infographic or a blog post. Michelle said it took me about 2 months to get approved for LinkedIn Live. Oof, okay, that means I have to probably wait for another month. Just came from the Bahamas and now in Miami. Excellent. I was in the Bahamas last year. Where were you at the Bahamas? The Nusu? What's it called? Nasu or Nusu? That's the one that I was I think the third week of December. Yeah. That's good. So are you on vacation or business? And don't forget, folks, if y'all enjoying this live streaming, do me a favor, go ahead and share it with your awesome colleagues and invite them or tag them. I would highly appreciate it. Wendy said, don't forget your branding with your content too. Absolutely. So are you talking about branding the message or the branding the design? So you can basically focus on both, whether it's the theme and the message itself from your brand or the theme and the design. Your brand has to match. Absolutely. Welcome back. Get some. Get a grab. That's good. Okay. Yep, got some gray up front, right? I have a question. Yes, please, Michelle. Go ahead. Please ask. I'm hungry for questions. That's what keeps me full. Send me all your questions. What is your question? Okay. Let's see. Let me go ahead and close this one. Interesting. Sometimes why does the ecom does like this weird two screen? So weird. Anyway, there you go. Get out of my face, screen. Let's see. I have a question. I have so much content. What is a tool I can use to keep my content queued up daily on major social media sites? Well, Michelle, the first question is, what kind of content do you have? Are these blog posts? Are these infographics? Are these images? Are these videos? First of all, what kind of content is it? Just a blog post? Wendy, put your logos on your post when you create them. It helps. Absolutely, Wendy. My goal is to increase my email list with these posts on social media. I use, what is it? Loomly? What is that? Loomly? Loomly. Okay. Tina says, Michelle Hayward, how do you apply for LinkedIn Live? Yes, Michelle, share that link. They have a link that you have to apply. You have to submit. CoSchedule is great for blogs. Yes, CoSchedule. I talked about this yesterday on the topic of Ask Me Anything About WordPress. So if you write material on your self-hosted WordPress-based website, you can write all the material in the CoSchedule and it will post it on your website. And at the same time, it will go to your multiple social channels with their own messages. What I mean by that, the Twitter is going to have its own message, and you're going to have a custom message for Facebook and LinkedIn and so forth. So when the content goes live, it pushes automatically on those places. Some blog posts which I'm using, missing, learn to keep them going out of here. Loomly allows you to post any kind of content. I'm going to check it out, Wendy, that Loomly. So yeah, if it's a blog, I mean, okay. So if you have a bunch of blog material, I mean, you can, like Donald said, you can use the CoSchedule plugin, WordPress plugin, to do that for you. Because the cool thing about the CoSchedule, I mean, you can have a custom messages for each channel, right? You cannot just use one generic message and just send it to Twitter and LinkedIn or Instagram at the same time. You know, if it comes with their own messages, that'd be good. So that's what CoSchedule does. You also know other third-party tools like Buffer app. You can just put all the blog posts on the Buffer app and schedule them. You know, if that was the answer you're looking for, then that's all I have. So to learn more about the LinkedIn, here's the link, Tina. You can go ahead and click on the link that Michelle shared. From that link, you can go ahead and submit a request because they are still on the LinkedIn live streaming is still on a beta, right? So they are basically selecting few people to use it, but they have to approve it manually. Then once you get the approval, then you can start live streaming on LinkedIn. So that'll be something very good. So do you understand what I said, Michelle? Hopefully I was able to understand your question, if that's what you were asking. If you have so many content, you can use this third-party tool and schedule them. It's going to go by themselves. But of course, you're going to spend some time scheduling and putting the date and whatnot. Or you can just use CoSchedule plugin. Then from the back end of the self-hosted WordPress, you can also set up the dates and automatically it will go out. Okay, so if that's what you're asking for, and if that's the answer that you're looking for, then let me know. If the answer didn't make any sense, or if I misunderstood your question, ask me again. Okay, elaborate on your question. Tina, the link is up right there on Facebook. I can see the link. It's up. The East Coast girls heading to bed. Have a great night, y'all. All right, Wendy, take care. Good night. Don't eat too much steak. CoSchedule is out of my budget. Oh, okay. CoSchedule. What? There's another one. Somebody mentioned it yesterday. I think no, that's pretty cool. That's like a Buffer app. AppSumo was actually selling another one similar to schedule. I don't remember right now, but if I'll look for it. I think my team got one. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to double check if they got it through app. Sumo. If I find it, I'll let you know. Okay. So were you looking for something similar to CoSchedule, or are you okay to use like Buffer app or any of the scheduling posting tools and just basically dump all the links there with the dates, and then it's going to be posted on the social channels by using the tool. You know what I mean? So let's see. I'm not sure why I have a two screen. Interesting. Okay, let's see. I have buffer and it's okay, but I need something which functions more like a schedule, but with a buffer price. Champagne taste with a beer budget. but well, I don't drink, so I don't know. Champagne taste with a beer budget. That's funny. Let me check. Let me check. In fact, let me check and see if I have it now. Let me see. Let me see. Give me a few minutes. Let me see if I have it, because I know one of my team will just like telling me, "Hey, get this one, get this one." It is similar to schedule. I don't know what's the name of it. Let me see. That's awesome. Welcome to Yusufied team. We don't want to drink water and some unhealthy drinks like sodas, right? Give me a few minutes. Let me find out this for you. Because I know there are other companies that do something similar. And some of them are actually free. Let's see. Oh, Loomly. That's what Wendy was talking about, right? Let's see. Yeah, Loomly versus CoSchedule. Okay, so Loomly is the same, but what's the price on that? $25. That's Loomly. But if it's monthly, it's 34. If it's yearly, then it's 25 a month. So Loomly. Yeah, missing letter is in some approaches. I can have blogs shared out for 1 year after scheduling it once. I love it. Oh, okay. So letter with TTR. I'll check it out, Lumia. So is letter work for? So basically, letter is working for you, but you also wanna wait on something else, right? So Lumley is the one that Wendy recommended, right? So you can try that. So there's also Proof Hub. What is Proof Hub? Proof Hub. And there's another one called Proof Hub. Okay, Proof Hub. And Monday, I don't know about Monday. Loomly, Monday, Proof Hub. and Airtable and CoSpot. So CoSpot, Monday, Loomly, and what is it? Those are some of the options. Loomly, that's of course L-O-O-M. I'm sorry, L-O-O. Okay, Loomly. That's Loomly, right? Then you have the what you call it, Airtable, like air and the word table. So you combine Airtable, and I think the last one is called CoSpot, like a CO spot. Okay, CO spot. But I'm having some trouble with AppSumo here. Give me a few minutes. Proof Hub. What is a Proof Hub? Proof Hub. Where are you, Proof Hub? Yes, that's how you spell it. Proof, like Proof Hub. PROOFHUB. Proof Hub. Yes. Well, that's what in C AppSumo it says similarities of similar to CoSchedule, like all alternative to CoSchedule. But let me see which one did my team buy. I know they bought another one similar to CoSchedule. I'm just trying to find it here. Just bear with me. You have an Airtable account, so it doesn't do what CoSchedule does. Okay. Let's see what I have here. Okay, let's see. Come on. Let's see what I have. My products. My products. Let's see. I can't. Okay, I need to ask my team because I don't see it in my list. Let's see. Kopnik1, thank you for tuning in. Well, what I'm doing, I'm just multitasking right now. I was talking about content like more than 30 minutes ago. I was talking about content and how to come up with an interesting content for your website or for your business. I shared a couple of strategies. So if you get a chance, please, watch the replay. Unless if you have a question about how to come up with an interesting content that can help your customers or help you get ideal audience find you. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. But Michelle, so I can't find it on my own AppSumo, so I'm gonna have to talk to my team, ask my team, and see if they have it, because I know there is another one, really good one too, similar to CoSchedule, but it's much more affordable than CoSchedule. So if I find it, I'll go ahead and share that with you. Okay, all right, so any more question on content marketing, how to optimize your content, what kind of tools and resources do I need or you need? Let me know if you have any more questions on content. Let me know if you have any questions about content. Excuse me. Okay, so Michelle is asking here. One of my friends uses CoSchedule and added a missing letter because it does blogs. Missing letter. What do you mean it does blogs? Like it helps you to find like third-party blogs, or it helps you to create the blogs? Can you explain that a little bit on the missing letter, Michelle? What do you mean by it does blogs? Missing. Missing the grow your blog the right way. Missing the more traffic. Let's see, more traffic, less effort. Missing that automatically turns your blog post into engaging social media campaign. Okay, never seen this. This looks very interesting. I gotta look into this. Blog. The whole process of promoting content on social media is not considered effective. To combat there's a decline. All the stock. Okay, so basically your own blog's been shared on your social channels, right? Most popular because they do not dedicate enough time to content promotion. So how does this thing work? To schedule a year's worth of engaging content within minutes and drive more traffic to your blog. New blog posts are detected automatically. Okay, so you have the WordPress, the Medium, Squarespace, and what else? Automatic AI supported social post creation. So does it go to your own social channels or different social channels? Powerful post editor. Clearly distribute your content across your social media platform. Okay, it's the same thing. I mean, it's same like scheduled. So why would your friend use both at the same time? Because that's what it does. Blend you. Content template schedule. Let's say reporting, client problem. I don't see anything different. CoSchedule has requeue and will share out your best performing content. Yes, your blogs are shared onto your social channels. Yeah, I mean it's the same. It's the same like what do you call it? Like CoSchedule. So why would your friend use both if it's doing what CoSchedule does? It's the same thing. Unless if she's using if she switches between sometime using CoSchedule and sometime missing letter. Let's see, free trial. Wow, $15 a month. That's much cheaper than CoSchedule. Let's see. On CoSchedule, you have to requeue. On missing letter, you don't have to. Okay, so that's the only difference. Okay, so that's the only difference between the queuing and not. Okay, and I think correct me if I'm wrong. The missing letter is much more affordable than CoSchedule, right? Okay, that's awesome. This is an awesome tool. I'm just going to share with everybody so y'all can check it out. That's on, yeah, the price is much affordable because on the CoSchedule you have to pay 25 if you're going to sign up for the yearly contract, but if you do it month to month, then it's like 30 something with the CoSchedule. It's beer budget. Okay. So all right, so missing letter. Okay, so why don't you use it? Are you still looking for something maybe at no cost or still cheaper than or more affordable than CoSchedule? CoSchedule. Let me go ahead and put the link for you guys. This is something Michelle Hayward shared. This awesome tool is similar to CoreSchedule for a WordPress self-hosted website to basically push your content from your site directly to the social channels. It's called Missing Letter, with even the word is like missing letter. It's called Missing Letter, but there's a letter missing on the missing letter, right? So y'all can check it out. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing this. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna share it with my team as well and see if they're going to like it. So let me go ahead and post this one here. Christian, what's going on, my man? Good to see you, bro. How you doing, man? How you doing? Okay, so you basically need something more affordable. Okay, I'll let you know. So, but if you don't hear from me tomorrow, and do remind me, send me a message. Please do send me a message so I can make sure I got the information. Thank you for all the hearts on Periscope. Appreciate it. Thank you for the viewers on YouTube, and thank you for the folks on Facebook. It is 10:07 p.m. Central Time right here in San Antonio, Texas. Do you all have a still question? This startup has a great virtual summit platform too called Hey Summit. Interesting. That's awesome. Did you ever go to this Hey Summit? Excuse me. All right, folks. So, any more question on the subject of content marketing? Please leave your questions below. I'm like, you know. Okay, folks. Any more questions tonight? It is 10:10 p.m. Central Time. Let me know if you have any more questions on the subject of content marketing. I'll be more than happy to help you and give you the tools and the resources and the tips on how to make your content great again. Okay, I'm just going to wait for a minute. If nobody asks, I will bounce out. Okay, everybody, it is 10:11. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I highly appreciate it. Thank you for all the awesome questions, folks on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. How to create a blog post. Right now, you're asking, Rose. Okay, thank you. How to create the blog post depends on your site, depend on your website. So when we talk about blog post, I don't know if you probably missed in the beginning. I mean, you have to write a content. The question, the material you have to write that has an answer or something highly beneficial for your audience. Adds a couple of interesting images relevant to the content, and the blog itself will have social sharing buttons in the comment section. So that depends on the nature of your website. That's how you make a blog post. That's it. The same way you create pages for your website, you can log into your website and just select an option that says create a post, and that is your blog post. That's it. Basically, just like writing an article. Okay, but it depends on the nature of your website. What is built on? If it's built on WordPress, then it's super easy. You can just log in on the back end, select the option that says post, and just create the title and write the material, upload the images, and post. Simple as that. Well, I mean, you have to have a website first before you write the blog post, or you can also use a third-party blogging services like Blogger, WordPress.com, LiveJournal, Medium. But my recommendation is that build your own website and have the blog page be part of the blog posting material page. You know what I mean? So that's how you're going to do it. So that was a good question. Yeah, so you basically have to have the website to start putting those materials. Okay, I don't have a site for it. Okay, yeah, so if you don't have it right now, so you don't have to worry about it. But when you build the website, for example, you are going to have the home page, service page, about the company page, contact page, maybe testimony page, and one of them going to say blog or news or articles. I would just say blog because that's the most common word, when it comes to like consistent content, right? And if you build a website on a self-hosted WordPress based website, then you can definitely start creating content on a weekly basis by logging into the account and just click post and create the content and just publish it. Eventually, what I'm going to do in my live streaming, I'm going to start doing some tutorials. I'm going to show everybody, for example, how to build a WordPress website or how to go to certain places or how to run the ads by, sharing my screen so that way you can see it. I'm still testing this tool. Hopefully, I'll try to do that tomorrow or Friday to see if I can share my screen. Then I can show you how you can do that if you have a particular website that is built on a self-hosted WordPress. Okay, so please keep those questions coming. I'm gonna wait another minute. So that was an excellent question, Rose. If you have any more, do let me know. Michelle, okay, I'm back. My internet just went out. Okay, I hope you. Man, I was probably talking to myself. So did you attend? I used Hey Summit for my virtual summit. Oh, virtual summit, November 2019. Okay, are they gonna do it again? Well, basically, after your last question about summit, I was asking you, have you attended the summit or whatnot? Then Rose basically started to ask questions on Periscope. She was asking about, how to create the blog post within the healthcare healing niche. And right now she doesn't have the website to create one. So I basically told her that, well, first you need to have the website in order for you to come up with these material and content to put it out there. I'm hosting another virtual summit via Hey Summit in February 2020. That's awesome. Let me know if you need any help with that, or you know, any kind of help. Let me know. That'd be super great. And there's a silence. Okay. Any more questions? It's 10:18 Central Time, PM, right here in San Antonio, Texas. All right. Any more questions, folks? Oh, thank you. Check it out. Hey Summit platform. So this is pretty cool. So mainly it's like a virtual event, right? So redefine. Let's see, what is it? Redefine for foundation to advance, impact, and lead. Ah, interesting. During this live, I've got to all access pass to watch anytime. Moon of color and STEM summit. Okay, that's pretty nice. 24 days. Oh, that's pretty nice. Those speakers. Oh, look at you, this founder and the CEO. That's what I'm talking about. Founding content. That's very nicely done. That's pretty cool. Even by Hey Summit. Just sign on. Hey, Shannon, just sign on. Damn it, I missed it. Oh man, this is the link for my summit. It's okay, Shannon. Don't worry about it. You can always go back and watch the replay. You know what I mean? You can go ahead and watch the replay. Michelle, thank you. Shannon, I'm going to watch the replay. I like those emojis. I don't know how to respond to that emoji, but anyway, hey, thank you for those emojis. Okay, I don't have any response to it. I'm just like, but anyway, thank you. I'm gonna let you know from which email, Shannon, you're going to get the request. I type fast. This is like slow for me. I'm struggling with typing. Maybe I'm just repeating the, like XXX repeating the, what do you call it? The mistakes, saying that I'm typing fast. Yeah, so I'm going to message you, Shannon, I'm going to message you from which email my Google team going to request access for your Google account so we can run some quick analysis. Reach and receive an A. You know what I'm doing? I'm actually typing and going back and retyping it again and again and fixing my. I'm doing it quickly because my team is online right now, so they're actually sending me a couple of projects, and I'm trying to confirm and approve, and yeah, it has to be fast and quick while I'm multitasking, answering all your questions. You know what I mean? Come on, collab. Where are you? But yeah, so again, I mean, I'm still here. This is 10:22. So if you still have any question about how to make the content great again, okay, let me know. I talked about the 3 tools. I talked about the answer the public in the beginning. I talked about tweak your biz, and I also talked about when it comes to like putting material for YouTube using the keyword tool.io and also the TubeBuddy for your to basically optimize YouTube videos, right? You can also use Canva to put content out there for your social media channel. Just remember that any content you put out there, it has to be something your ideal customers are hungry for. What I mean by that, they're already searching for an answer. They're looking for solution to their challenges and problems. So you are the person going to provide that, and that is going to be through the content. Make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay. Yusuf should be sweating. I'm gonna be like that cat. Have you seen that meme for that cat, like keep like typing on the keyboard like the keyboard warriors? Especially on the social channels, we have so many keyboard warriors and trolls that they have anything better to do than just waste their time online, right? I have TubeBuddy too. I bought it years ago on AppSumo. Yeah, TubeBuddy is awesome. I mean, the free version actually does a lot of work. I think there's another one called Social Something, which is similar to TubeBuddy, but it also does some extra stuff with other social channels. You know what I mean? But beware of the keyboard warriors. Right now, there's been a lot of talk. Actually, from last year, there's been a lot of talk about TikTok, formerly known as Musical.ly. So a lot of people throwing a hype, talking about it. I know some of my friends, actually, some of my business associates some of them are using it, and they're really getting some interesting, good result. But even then, I've seen some article being passing around out there, talking about the most download and everyone should get into it and whatnot. You all know, I always talk about if there's any new tool out there, you can go ahead and test it and feel it and try it and see how it works. But that not always necessarily means that it's going to work for you, right? Especially if you don't know if your audience exists on those platforms. I think one of the most common mistakes that people do is that they jump into a new platform without doing some research, finding out, do my customers exist? Because if I'm going to create something and my audience are not there, then what is going to happen? And some might argue that if you put the material, eventually your customer is going to find you. Okay, that's fine, but who's going to invest in that time and money, right? If you want to waste time and you have enough time to waste, then I guess go for it. So I did download the app, believe it or not. I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, most of the stuff I'm not interested in. You know what I mean? All I see a bunch of, since I'm the king of super cringiness and corniness, is that a word called corniness or corny? Those are like super cringy and corny, but hey, if it works sometime, it does help, right? So we can't be completely, what I'm trying to say, we can't be completely ignore it. I mean, you still have to look and see and try and test it, but do the research first. Find out if your audience exists there. If it does, then you can probably run this. I know one of my team was telling me that one of our friends who's an influencer gets paid by advertisers. So there are somebody making some money, But the majority of the audience right now on TikTok are between the age of 18 to 24, if I'm not wrong. That's almost like more than 40%. So many tools going to come in and go out. So as a business, you don't want to throw everything in one basket. So it's good to actually try a different social platform. But before you do that, make sure that your audience exists there. You know what I mean? Audience is very young, depends on your business and the age group. Yeah, like if you do, for example, trampoline park, right? That's something that age group from 18 to 25 will like it. So that can probably help. If you do like paintball, sport kind of stuff, that can probably help them out. That's something they'll be interested in. Or escape room, maybe Six Flags, right? So I can see that that kind of audience, might be interested. But what about like a nursing home? Unless you have these spoiled brat evil kids that want to get rid of their, parents or elderly. I don't know if that's going to work. But again, I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to work or it's not going to work. You have to do the proper research and test it. Because if you all remember, several years ago when I talked about how the concept of social media strategy is actually very simple. There are actually like 6 rules that you can apply on any social platform. The only difference is the format of the platform. So what I mean by that, if you use Periscope, that is going to be like a live streaming material. So you have to use live streaming and apply the same concept of giving value and whatnot to attract the target audience. If it's a YouTube, you have to create YouTube videos and upload and make value, right? If it's an infographic, you have to upload images, content material for the target audience using the infographic. If it's a tweet, if it's a Facebook, then you understand what I'm saying? I mean, the concept is the same, which is to provide value that answer challenges and questions for your ideal customers and build the brand from there. But the format might be a little bit different. The style and the technique might be a little bit different, but the concept in terms of how to get the audience will be either the same or similar. You know what I mean? So the same thing goes with TikTok. It's like I said, it's got the highest download, but you also have to look at the audience. So like how many of them actually from the US? I think it's only like 100 million so far from the US. The majority are from India, believe it or not. I think more than 400 million. I think from 400 or 500 million from India. So again, you have to look and see, does my audience exist there, right? Because as a business, you have to spend your time strategically because you don't want to burn that money for no reason. Unless if you have a lot of money, you want to just waste it to test it, you can probably do that. Who knows? But we gotta be smart, right? We gotta, take risk, but we have to take a strategic risk. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay. So yes, any more questions, everybody? Any more questions on the topic of content marketing? If there's any topic you want me to cover tomorrow Thursday, let me know. Send me a DM messages. What subject you want me to talk about, or just have a Q&A session, like ask me anything about certain topic. So let me know. Okay, let's see, Shannon. Google is expensive, but definitely worth it. I'm learning the hard way. If you want to make money, you gotta spend it. Yes, absolutely. But you know what, Shannon? Have you looked into Bing advertising? Okay, look into Bing because Bing, it's. Hey Nick, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. I highly appreciate it, man. So with Bing, it's a little bit much affordable than Google. So you might want to look into Bing as well. You know what I mean? Especially for your kind of business, your dad's business, you definitely have to try Bing. Joe Johnson in the house. What's going on, my brother? How you doing, man? I was actually almost signing off, but since you guys are here, I'm going to stay. On one condition, you have to ask. So tonight's topic was, how can I make my content great again? Okay. So yeah. I just forgot to wear my content great again hat. Yes, and not nearly as good. With Bing, we actually had, I'm doing a major revamp of my YouTube page. Okay. But Shannon, actually, we had a very good result with Bing because I think people kind of left it, didn't notice it. We actually had a good result with most of our clients, and the expenses on the Bing is much. I want to say it's cheaper, but less than Google. So if Google charged something for 10, you will find the same key phrases on Bing for like probably less than what you pay in Google. So Joe said he's revamping. Donald, so on the topic, so Joe said his major revamp on my YouTube channel. Okay, I'll check it out. Let's see. Can you post the link, Joe? Post the link in the comment section so everybody else can see it too. You know what I'm talking about? Analytics don't show that. Yeah, I would say Google Analytics is much more sophisticated than the Bing Analytics. How do you take old content and repurpose, make it relevant and great again? I love how you asked that question, man. Excellent question, by the way. I love Donald's question. Very, very good. In fact, one of my favorite people that I follow when it comes to content repurposing is the Anna Hoffman from the what is it? Let's see. One second, Anna, she's the one that amazingly she's the boss when it comes to like content repurpose. Let me first find her website. One second. I'm going to tell you the answer for that in a second. All this fast typing, I'm just like making a lot of mistakes. Oh, there you go. The Traffic Generation Cafe. Okay. So Donald, first check out her website. In fact, she even created a Facebook group where she was teaching a lot of businesses how to repurpose their content, right? So let me click on Joe's YouTube channel, and at the same time, let me go back to Donald's awesome question, and that is, let me read his question again, then Michelle, I will read your question. So Donald basically said, how do you take all content and repurpose, make it relevant and great again? Okay, here's the thing, Donald. First thing first, and I've been helping with some client with the same idea. The first thing what you do, you go to your Google Search Console and Google Analytics and find out which content on your website, whether it's new or old, got the most click or popular. Let's say you have a content that is old, but you're still getting traffic to it, but the content was written 6 months ago or a year ago. That's the first thing. You can use Google Search Console, and you can also use the Google Analytics to check that. Once you do that, number two, you look at those content. If there's any new thing that you need to add because it's 2020, like a new information to the previous post or to the old post, go ahead and do that. Add the new material. That's number two. And number three, I usually, when I teach students to write content, I basically tell them do not put the date on the URL, just have the domain name and the title. But some folks prefer to put the date because they want to show that the content is old, and if they change it, they can just update the date for that content, right? So once you add the new content, the number three will be you have to reshare them again on the social channels. Make sense? The number four, you can take those blogging material and guess what? Convert them. This is where it comes to the repurposing. Convert them into an infographic, right? So you go to Canva. You're probably expert in Adobe too. Why I'm saying go to Canva, right? So Canva has an option you can make these infographic. So turn that blogging material into like an infographic, okay? Then submit those infographic on other free multiple infographic sites. So when people look for them, they can embed those infographic, and you're going to get some sort of backlink back to your website, okay? And you can take the same blogging material and turn it into maybe a PowerPoint presentation and submit them to slasher.net. So I would use these 5 strategies, okay? So you can repurpose it, make it relevant, or you can even talk about it through live streaming, or maybe you can turn that blog post into a video. Make sense? So hopefully I was able to answer your question. Michelle Hayward, what's your link for LinkedIn so we can connect with you there? It's my full name. It's linkedin.com/in/Yusuf Chowdhury. Yusuf Chowdhury. What's it? Hey, Donald, did I share the traffic generation link? Hey, check it out. She kind of rebranded a little bit, made a lot of update, but check out Anna Hoffman's website. She made a lot of changes. I'm like, this is not a big change, Anna. I'm like, anyway. So let's see. Joe Johnson, the All Access Construction. To stay up to date, hit the subscribe and bell button. That's very smart. Which I didn't hit the bell button, but I did subscribe. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, this is very awesome, Joe. Man, I love the YouTube thumbnail. I like how you got the yellow thing going on, the text. Bravo, man. These thumbnail, Mr. Joe Johnson, it's Yusufied approved. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. I love it. Man, that's very good. No, I did see the need a retaining wall in YouTube. I saw this exact image. It came up somewhere when I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast. For some reason, that came up somehow, somewhere. Very good, my friend. Very good. Yes, I love it. I love it. Very good. Very eye-catchy. I love the banner. Excellent, man. Excellent. So, fantastic, okay? This means fantastic. Some of you out there, people are going to probably get triggered. It doesn't mean anything else. It means fantastic. Where I'm come from. Let's see. Let me go back. Let's see what the question is. Okay, I'm sorry, Michelle. Let me. Why I'm just moving my hand like I have some sort of maybe high on sugar. Let me share with you my LinkedIn link. Okay, my LinkedIn link. Let's see. Oh, look what happened here. Interesting. Sharing. This is weird. Wow. Y'all seeing my screen? What the? That's the thing when you go live. I'm like, what the heck? What happened to the screen? Oh, you can see my screen now. Like I'm sharing my screen. All right. That's pretty nice. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, how can I close this sucker? That's a screen window. Anyway, I don't know what you guys see, but hit something. How do you? Okay, we answered that question. Let's see. Okay, it took a bunch of useless stuff, all new thumbnails. I just did it, Donald. Crazy, he's talking about this stuff. Okay, I like that idea. Excellent. Slasher.net, you said. Oh, what did I say? Donald says slasher.net? No, it's SlideShare. You know, SlideShare is LinkedIn bot SlideShare.net. 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 Okay. Shannon, more jobs with Google's more jobs with Google like way more than way I'm sorry, more jobs with Google like way more with Bing. Having been over a month long Bing ads, Yelp it's better than Bing, but if you want more jobs and leads, spend money on Google. Absolutely. All right, what's going on here? My oh, this is pretty cool actually. Y'all can see my screen, huh? Huh? Wow, that's nice. So I can do a tutorial to show you guys how to navigate. Look at that. Wow. So SlideShare. Oh, this is a good mistake. You see, down now you can see the website I'm talking about, the SlideShare. See, SlideShare. There you go. It's coming up. There you go. That's a SlideShare. You see that? Yay. Yeah, there you go. SlideShare. How can I? What is the share button? Share. Let's see. Share screen window. Sources. Camera. Share screen. There you go. Source. Share screen. So easy. I learned something real new. Very fast. That's awesome. So if I'm going to show you guys how to use the WordPress website, I can just go to source here and click, and there you go. Yeah, it's so good when you make a mistake on real time. Yeah, so SlideShare is bought by acquired by LinkedIn, so you can repurpose the content, turn it into SlideShare or a PowerPoint, and from there, what happens? People search for this sort of material and they download it, use it for their classes and whatnot, but they can see it came from you. You know what I mean? So from there, they can come back to your website. In fact, I get some of the gigs that I get for speaking engagement comes from SlideShare because they can see my presentation, my business information, my company information. So they ask me, hey, would you like to give a talk? I said, sure, why not? Here are my rates, and let's go ahead and do it. Okay. So this is pretty cool. Now I know how to share the screen, because this way I can pull up a website and show you guys what the website looks like, and I can also log into the WordPress dashboard and kind of walk you through on how to use that. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. So Joe, congratulations on the pimping your YouTube channel. That's pretty good. So so let me know if y'all have any more questions. It is 10:43 p.m. Central Time right here in San Antonio, Texas. I was getting all these amazing questions, and now everyone's just quiet. Right? Like, time to relax. Yeah, I was just getting a little bit confused. I'm like, oh, what happened here? Who's sharing the screen? I'm like, oh, freaking out. I'm like, oh, it's all good. No big deal. You just got to go with the flow. Mic built-in overlays. I also learned that you can do so much stuff with Ecamm. You can add the rule of third. You can add music. You can do like special effects. But I'm just too busy, trying to just answer the questions. But yeah, it comes with a lot of cool features. Okay, do you all have any more questions, folks? Do we have any more questions? Whatever, you want me to be really busy. Yeah, why not? Why not? Sometimes being busy is good. So make sure you utilize Bing, Yelp, Google, all of it. Just put all of it. That's how you're going to learn, right? All right. What is my team? I just sent a message. I haven't got anything yet. What's going on, man? See here. Was that too fast? Oh, please. I mean, like I said, I'm just like, all these questions that you guys are throwing at me is just like a vanilla ice cream. I can just stop eating it. Just keep throwing that questions. And Michelle Hayward, how can I promote my virtual summit without ad spin and a small list? That's going to be very challenging. So when is going to be the event, first of all? If the event is 2-3 months from now, you just have to live stream. Right? Live stream and talk about the benefits and what kind of a speaker is going to be there, and do the split screen, bring some of the speakers and kind of use some of the nuggets of the topic, kind of get people interested and entice them and get them excited what's going to be covered. Share maybe like 20% of the material for every speaker, so people get excited to understand, oh, okay, this is an interesting topic and title, I want to learn more, right? So you got to do that on a consistent basis, maybe on a daily basis, until you get enough new interested folks without spending money on ads. You know what I mean? Okay, I have those planned. Okay, perfect. Then you're good. See, we're all thinking in the same level. We're synced. Just think the same way. Peace out all your followers. Yeah, just some of them is good. I tell people, look, when people say, if you do this, this what might happen. If you do this, this might happen. You know what? Just go and do it. That's the only way to find out. Just take some action, piss off everybody. Who cares, right? You can always build from scratch. I know it's kind of tiring and it's gonna suck, but hey, that's how you make things great again, right? Restart all over and do that. But yeah, if you do live streaming, and not just the live stream, but share the image-based content, reminding folks about the virtual summit, but also leave with a tip. Like there is some sort of nugget. If I'm gonna see this Facebook or Instagram image or even Twitter image about a tip that is beneficial, then on the bottom the Hey Summit. But you have to be very, very consistent. It is kind of a spam in a way, because you are kind of promoting it by adding the good content that the speaker is going to talk about, and that's what gets people interesting, right? And of course, the daily live streaming, and bring those speakers, have them also be there, and have them share it on their social channels. You know what I mean? So you can do a lot of organic thing, but that's going to take some time. versus if you run ads, because the result you're going to get it quicker because you're targeting an audience based on the interest and based on specific pages and location that they are part of. You know what I mean? Google ads. She's like, Google ads. Yeah, Google ads. You can run Bing ads, Google ads. If you have a landing page, push them through. I'm learning the hard way, but learning. Absolutely. Well, and it depends. I mean, at the end of the day, Shannon, we all have to learn, right? I mean, there's so many things I learned, not just through the hard way, but like, by making stupid mistakes, tons of mistakes, just mistakes over mistakes after mistakes, right? That's in the past, and I'm still doing the same stuff. Some of the mistakes, I'm still kind of stuck in making those mistakes and learning things fast and quicker because I want to fix it quicker. You know what I mean? So the more mistake you make, the quicker you're gonna solve those problems and learn from it. So you don't have to repeat the same mistake again and again. But when there's a new mistake happens, embrace it, learn from it, change it, and move on. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you're right, and absolutely. I mean, you're probably learning through the hard way, but hey, you're still learning. Better than nothing. There are some folks that never learn. It's our slowest time of the year. That's possible because, like last year, I got a client who's a roofer, but I also have several other business partners that offer similar services to like clients similar to mine, and they were all having problems. Like like in December, like around November, mid of November, the end of December, most of them didn't get enough, let's say leads and whatnot. I'm like, okay, maybe it's a seasonal thing, maybe just what's happening right now, so you cannot predict. You know what I mean? Especially a lot of time, one of their best time to make money when there's a storm, right? Because the roofers, it's like a blessing. So with your dad's business, I mean, again, it depends on the seasonal thing, and so you never know. Sometimes it could be seasonal stuff. So, but for sure, I'm gonna have my senior Google Ad team look and see exactly what's happening and what happened to the budget that you put and why it exceeded. So at least we can figure that out. Because we usually spend like 20 to 27 hours a month on adjusting and fixing and running the ads. In fact, we kind of look at the ad almost on a daily basis through notification, making sure that everything is running, perfectly smoothly. And we also check like almost every week just to make sure that everything is running, perfectly as planned. You know what I mean? So yeah. Any more questions? It is 10:50 p.m. Central Time right here in San Antonio, Texas. What happened, Shannon? You got kicked out from Facebook? Okay, folks, anybody else out there? Okay, another good question from Shannon. Let's see what it is. A lot of the people in our industry shut down their business this time of the year, but we've been in business for almost 4 years. Yeah, gotta make spouse proud. Absolutely, absolutely. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I had one client. His business was not exactly that, but he was trying to build some type of system for a specific niche to basically go to different places and throughout Texas to find contractors. So that was kind of very neat. And he's still, trying to launch the this project to help businesses similar, like your dad's business or even my other client's business. So hopefully when that system is up, I'll definitely let you know so we can see how that can help. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, sometimes really, if you look at the business, a lot of time, I mean, that's why, what's his name? Chris Do from the future. I love most of his videos because he talks about real life examples and how to basically help companies to, increase their profit and whatnot. So check out Chris Do or the future without the E. That's their YouTube channel. They even have a Facebook page. You're going to learn a lot of stuff from that dude. Okay. Okay, I'm going to wait for a few more minutes. Okay. If I don't see any more question, I will bounce. Bounce. Are you, by the way, Shannon? Are you running the ads for the other business too, for that the volleyball stuff, or just your dad's business? There you go. Let's see. Okay, Michelle. Good night. Thank you so much for tuning in and helping me out and sharing me all this amazing stuff. I love it when you do that. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow night. Yes, but he wants to retire. I'm going to. Oh, really? So are you going to basically take over the business? Wow, I know he's been in business for a long time, so I guess maybe it's time for him to take a break and chill more. What stuff? I'll PM you, okay? I'll PM you, okay? 1 second. One of my team, he's going to send you a type of request on your Google ad, and all you have to do is just give him read-only access. We don't want to go there and make any changes. We just want to run some quick analysis and see exactly what's going on. Okay, let me go ahead and share this for you right now. I'll DM you right now. Just 1 second. Well, here we go. 1 second. So this is one of my senior. Okay, he's the senior Google Ad Manager. Okay, so that's the email you're gonna get a request from. Okay, so when you get it, give him that what you call it, give him that read-only access. Let me share your account with him because he's asking for it. Account, what's the account? So many screens. Let's see, he tried, but we also have what? That's what I'm talking about, the water polo. Yeah, that's are you running ad for the water polo? Now, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Man, so many screens. Here we go. Uh, okay, you should get a request in a few minutes. Oh, you just started today? Okay. Very nice. Buying every domain possible. Why are you buying all? What do you mean by buying every domain? Is it under the water polo or under the tree? Okay. Yeah, going to PM. That's good. Let's see. Let me check all your information because I need to know what's going on. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm multitasking. I'm working too. Okay, I send all your information and I'll let the team tomorrow to check it. Okay. Close this. All right. Okay. Okay, folks. Any more question for the subject tonight? It is. Oh my God! It's freaking 11 p.m. Central Time from San Antonio, Texas. Looks like it's only you, Shannon. I gotta let you go. All right. Everyone probably went to sleep. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Oh, Rob, what's going on? Thank you, Rob. Maybe you need to define what great content is. Absolutely. That's a very excellent question. Rob. Typically, when we talk about great content, no problem, man. I mean, you can watch the replay, but I'm going to answer that question for you. So, great content basically means a content that is highly beneficial to your ideal customer, ideal audience, a content that basically answers the questions of your target audience or the challenges that they're going through or something they're looking for, and you basically are the hub or the person that provides a solution. Right? That's what I mean by content. Good night, Shannon. Thank you. Have a good night. So that's what I mean by make the content great, because when you provide that solution-based content, so the audience is going to be attracted to the material, they're going to get the answer, and they're going to benefit from it. And from that, you can also convert them into a buying customers, or customer that's going to buy the product or the services. So that's how you make the content work for you to make it very effective, and that's what I mean by to make it great. Make sense? Yes, knowing exactly what they need. Because what happens is that if you just write a blog, for example, or do a videos or put a post with no purpose, with no strategic objectivity, like there's no objective behind what I'm posting for, it's like wasting time, right? But if I know what they want, and I'm the one that I'm like the solution provider, right? So if they're looking for a situation, for an issue, let's say in yoga, what makes yoga, how does yoga benefit, let's say, from my stress? That's, let's say, one of their questions, and I wrote a material about it, an article explaining the benefit of it, and the found the answer that they're looking for. So now I become the expert for them by providing these content. Make sense? So initially I talked about the first thing you have to do is the research. You have to find out what your customer are looking for. So there is a couple of awesome tools you can try. The first one is called the answerthepublic.com. So what has gotten your attention lately? Well, for me, I mean, for my business, I mean, I do live streaming. I run ads, like the Google ads, social media ads, and plus I do different stuff here locally in San Antonio, like local workshop or not. So a lot of things have been changed. Not necessarily changing, but when it comes to like the online marketing or the digital marketing, there are a lot of updates and changes on the SEO, for example. A lot of new changes on the social media, for example, like the focus on the chat bot, the private messaging, and now you have the TikTok and whatnot. So there are a lot of things that are always changing. So what we try to do to learn this new technique, reapply it on our clients, and whatever works, we basically go ahead and share it. Make sense? Going back to your original question, some of the tools that I mentioned, check out answerthepublic.com, a system that is attached to the Google's database. It will show you the most popular questions that your audience are asking for every niche. And you can also use Tweak Your Biz. There's an option called the title generator, so it can basically help you come up with the suggestive, interesting headline for your material. Answer the Public is awesome. Yes, Answer the Public is one of my favorite tools. I've been using it for almost like 2 years. It's really, really good. Let's see. Answer the Public is awesome. You mentioned it to me before. Super. Yes, it's super amazing. The cool thing about the Answer the Public, because now you're collecting material, you're collecting data, not just based on what your customers are asking for, but it will also show you other sites, right? When you click on the question, it will show you what kind of websites are coming up. Are these sites are my competitors? Are these a link that content that I can write something similar? Can I share this content on my social channels? Can I submit my material on some of these sites? It can do a lot of stuff. So Answer the Public is my number one favorite. Then you also have BuzzSumo. But with the challenge with the BuzzSumo right now, it will only show you the top 10 result. Unless if you want the full result, you have to pay them, right? And the thing with the BuzzSumo, it will show you the most popular content within the social media sphere, like within YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so forth. You can also use Tweak Your Biz. They have an option called title generator, which is like a suggestion box that also helps. When it comes to YouTube videos, try keywordtool.io so you can find out the most popular question within YouTube. Make sense? So these are some of the tools you can use to write amazing material for your target audience, because that's what they're looking for. And now you are the expert, you are the solution provider that putting this material out there so they can find it and they can read it, so you can build the trust, and from there they can become your customer. Make sense? Or they can buy your product or the services. All right, so when you get a chance, I know the video is very long, but try to go watch the replay as well, because I shared a lot of links there, and there were some other cool questions here and there. So I appreciate that you're asking about these. Dude, I don't want to keep you. No, it's fine. I don't want to keep you, but you do. Okay, but do you do these often? Yes, I do Monday to Friday, like around 9 p.m. I start around 9 p.m. Central Time, Monday to Friday. Occasionally, sometime I do it like around 6 p.m. Depends, but mostly at night, because I love them. This is what student information. I'm going to check them out. Thank you so much, Rob. Absolutely, man. If you have any questions or any subject you want me to cover, leave your comment below. I'll check it and talk about those subjects. Or if you want to connect with me on any other social channels like Periscope or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, make sure you send all your questions. And also let me know if you're already running a business, if you already have a website, you need some help, you need some advice, you need me to check the website, check the ranking, just ask, and I'll be more than happy to provide enough tips and resources and tools so you can go ahead and make those adjustments to improve, your business. Okay, but usually I don't care if more people ask. I'll stay until nobody asks. You know what I mean? It looks like almost everyone is just gone right now because it's kind of too late. Unless if my international audience will, pop in, then I'm probably gonna get bombarded with more questions as well. Okay, so it is 11:07 p.m. Central Time. Anybody else has any more question? Hey, Rod, what's going on? Thank you for liking the live stream. Appreciate it, man. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right, folks. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget, if you are watching this as the replay, just tap replay. If you enjoyed and learned so much from this live streaming, make sure you tag some of your cool friends. Share this with them. I'd highly appreciate it. I'll be in touch. Please stay healthy. Oh, international audience, you're so important. Love you, man. See you sooner. Likewise, brother. Thanks a lot, Rob. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you so much. You all have a good night. Bye bye for now.